I messed up the last 3 weeks of my training, and the goal is still on to run a 1:45 half marathon. I am back in Jakarta. Hi everyone, my name is Danny. I am a German living in Indonesia. I'm living in Jakarta. I'm 30 years old and I'm currently training for a 1 hour 45 minute half marathon, which has been on my bucket list for a very long time. I'm trying my best at the moment. There were 3 weeks without video, I believe, 2 or 3, because I was in Lampung, which is an area in Sumatra, and I was there for work. I was at a factory. I was meant to be there for like a couple of days, but it turned out to be a lot longer. So instead of, I was doing about 40 kilometer weeks, but in this case, the first week I was there, I did 15 kilometers only, because just driving from here to Lampung is like 8 hours, and I had to drive through the night, so I missed an evening run and a morning run. And then also I was just busy at site, and I found excuses to not run, so I only did 15 kilometers. The second week I was there, I did a few more runs, including a long run on the weekend, so I did 32 kilometers, which isn't too bad, but still not what I wanted to do, so I skipped quite a few runs. And then the third week was, I was half week there and then half week back here in Jakarta, and I felt really tired, so I chickened out and I skipped another few runs. So that week I did like 23 kilometers, I believe. But yeah, I'm back in Jakarta. This week I only skipped one run. So it started on Tuesday. I had a great run on Tuesday. It was a speed session. It was 10 minutes easy, and then intervals of 4 times 1600 meters at 10k pace, which is a 440 to 446 pace. That went horrible, but it was fun. So the first interval I managed. I did the 1600. The second interval I died after 700 meters. The third interval I died after 500 meters. And the fourth interval, again, I died after 500 meters at 10k pace, but well, what can you do? And then another 10 minutes easy at the end. Then on Thursday I did 8 kilometers easy. On Saturday I did a long run. I did 21 kilometers in Jakarta Zoo, Ragunan Zoo. It's really nice for a run, as long as you're there really early and you see like animals, you see elephants and stuff like that. So yeah, it feels like you're outside of Jakarta, but you're still in Jakarta, obviously. It was not easy because I was there with friends and they're really quick, and but they were there only for 10k, so the last 11 kilometers I could run easy actually. So that was nice. And today, instead of 6 kilometers easy in strides, I decided to take week 5, the speed session that I skipped, and put it to this Sunday, so this morning. Even though yesterday my watch told me to have 96 hours of recovery, I did not follow that. 10 minutes easy, then 10 intervals of each 400 meters at 5k pace, which is a 4:30. I think I did all of the intervals faster except one. And the last interval I even did at 4 minutes pace. It was really nice. I felt strong, and I tried my new shoes. I'm on a bit of a budget at the moment because I spent all my money on the row across the Atlantic earlier this year, and I'm still paying back bank credits. So I've done literally every single run of this training program in my Hoka Bondi 8, which are not very fast, but they're really good for my shins. And for, yeah, they're great for easy runs and recovery runs. But now I had to get a little bit of a faster shoe, and I'm dreaming of the Nike Zoom Fly 5. Although everyone says you need to get the Vaporflies and whatever, but I loved the Zoom Fly 3s, which I had years ago. Probably the best shoe I've ever run in. So I really want to Fly 5s. I tried them on in the Nike store a few times. They feel so good. Couldn't afford them at the moment, so what I did instead, I got the Pegasus 40, which is the previous model. Now they released the Pegasus 41, which is beautiful. But since they released the new Pegasus 41, the Pegasus 40 are at a discount, so I bought them for like 1.5 million, was it? Yes, 1.5 million rupiah, which is around like 90 euro approximately, maybe 80, 90 euro. So yeah, that was a good deal, and they're a lot faster than my Bondi 8. Not the fastest shoe, obviously, but it's good to have 2 shoes in the rotation again. I have had, I think, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39 and the 40s. So I had pretty much almost all Nike Pegasus shoes in the last 6 whatever years. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I hope you had a great training week. If you want to follow my training, just follow me on Strava. I just put in my YouTube name, Danny Schleicher. I don't think there's many Danny Schleichers in the world, especially on Strava. But what you can also do is you can download the same training plan I'm doing. I'm doing the level 3 training plan from Ben Parks. It's a half marathon training plan. It costs £10. It's very cheap. So if you want to follow the same training I'm doing, I have another 6 weeks to go. And I have to say I messed up the last 3 weeks of my training. So let's say, except this week. I will dial in, and the goal is still on to run a 1:45 half marathon, but it will be a lot of work, but I'm determined to do it, and it's going to fucking happen. So yeah, have a great weekend. I'm also, by the way, drinking a gin tonic. I don't know why. I didn't go out the last few days, and also the weeks in Lampung I didn't go out, so treating myself a little bit today, and this is a very, very, very good gin and tonic. Anyway, have a great weekend.